Hello everyone, my name is Tutor and I'm here with Frau Bola Adeniyi-Taiwo, who is an HR specialist and a German educator. Would you like to introduce yourself some more?
Well, firstly, hello Tutor. Thank you for having me. As Tutor says, my name is Bola Adeniyi-Taiwo. I'm a human resource professional of over 3 decades, as well as a German educator. I tutor German across various countries, across Canada, North America, and Nigeria.
So everyone is of the opinion that German is a difficult language to learn. Do you agree with that, or do you have an opposing opinion to that?
So here comes this question. People ask me, what is more difficult, French or German or English? And my answer to this is simple. If you think about words in English, for example, Tutor, spell the word one. 1, 2, 3. How do you spell one?
O-N-E.
Why is that? I thought I heard a W. One.
True.
Isn't W? Whoa. Why is it W-N? And is there a word called one in English that's spelled W-N?
No, one is actually pronounced one, not O-N-E.
So I won a game.
Sure.
I won a game. And then O-N-E, one. In language, that would be, in German language, that would be ohne. Ohne. So, to my point, German is pronounced exactly the way it is written. That makes it it makes it a lot easier than English. Logical, but not difficult.
How do you motivate your students, especially when they are going through challenging times during the learning process?
The first thing I want to know when I meet you, whether it's a group class, whether it's an individual class, is what's your motivation for learning the language? I want to know what stimulates you, why you're learning it. Once your motivation is right, which essentially has to be innate, it has to be something you yourself desire, you're going to stay motivated. And you're going to stay motivated because you have the right teacher. Having the right teacher means having somebody who constantly checks up on you, somebody who constantly addresses you personally by your name, somebody who knows you not as a number in the class, but as an individual. Somebody who constantly gives you feedback on your performance. That is a great motivation. As I learned German myself, I had great tutors. I had great tutors who addressed me and addressed my needs. I had great tutors who gave me feedback on every stage of the journey. That itself is a huge motivational factor. And I bring that to your class as well.
How do you maintain patience? How do you stay grounded?
First, I'd say any teacher worth their salt who is not patient doesn't belong in that profession. Our German expression would say Geduld. Geduld is a German word for patience. Geduld, yeah? Ich bin geduldig. I am patient. That's just what it is. And it's an attribute that I've learned from childhood. To be patient, to listen to people, to understand people have differences. So patience is an attribute, and understanding that people will have difficulties and seeing them through those difficulties. So in class, for example, you have 10, 15 students in a class, 2 or 3 will get the language and they'll fly. Another 2 or 3 will struggle. How do I bring those 2 or 3 into the class? I identify those who have strengths, I pair them up into groups, and I make sure, observing that group dynamic, make sure the stronger team members are helping to support the other ones. When that's not working, I engage the weaker ones one-on-one, listening to their difficulties and helping them through whatever the difficulty it is. Usually the difficulty is with the expression of the words and the fear for the words. So what do you do when you have a long word in German? Break it into syllables. My students understand this all the time. For example, the word difficulty is Schwierigkeiten. Yeah, that itself is a difficult word. But you can break it down by breaking it into syllables. Schwierigkeiten. 4 syllables. Break it into syllables and it's easy to pronounce.
Oh, wow. Okay, so I'll be picking some words myself to, pick myself up to German. I wanted to ask again, you've mentioned how you've learned the study process of each student. Is there an instance where your strategies has led to a significant breakthrough for your students that you'd like to share? Like one that actually wowed you.
Hugely. I always tell my co-teachers that it appears in every class. There'll always be one or two people who would struggle. It just happens to work out that way. Do I abandon those one or two because the others are doing well? No. I engage with those students as long as you're willing. There's a difference between a willing student and a student that is struggling, and an unwilling student. So if you have an unwilling student who has given up on themselves, and I'm going to work with you until you are able to get that language.
Thank you very much. So for everyone out there who would like to, pick up German as a second third language, Frau Bola is the go-to person. She's dedicated, committed, and very patient with our students. Thank you for watching.
Thank you, Temitope. Thank you very much. Vielen Dank und tschüss. Bis bald.
Bye.